Hello, good morning everyone. Hold on, I'm just having some issues with Twitter. I kind of messed things, not Twitter, excuse me, YouTube. Hold on, bear with me. We're gonna get going here very shortly. All right, YouTube Studio does not want to work. Hold on, let's go here, your videos, and let's get this going. All right, don't worry, I'm right here with you guys. All right, it was stuck on a different stream from earlier this morning. I do live streams every morning at 8:15 for my members. So if you guys like what I'm reviewing today, then please join me in the mornings and see some amazing trade setups so that I can help you profit. That is the name of this. I love doing this to help you guys profit. There's nothing better than helping others. So let me get to, here we go. All right, there we go. We are in the Wizard of Oz, the yellow brick road to the Emerald Castle. Everything is sunshine and rainbows, except for if you are here in Quebec. It is cloudy and smoky, and it is affecting northeast of the US. All right, let me just make sure that everything is good. I've got the chat up, so don't be shy. Join in, and let's get into the list. Let's get into some amazing things. All right, let me change up my chart visual here. Let's get this going. Hi, Troy. So welcome everyone. All right, so we will go over the list. I'll do a little bit of a recap. Also today on Twitter, I also found another one that is not on the list, but I did share it out. So hopefully you guys profited. It's had a nice run today, a nice little short squeeze. So we will start off. I'll go through the list first. So I've got Tesla here, right here. Whoops, when I type it correctly. So Tesla is screaming up higher over here on the 24-hour chart. I do use the visible volume range profile to help to create my levels for potential trade up above or trade down below. So today above 229 had a nice move to 230 today, a nice $1.80 right there to the high. And it came down, look at how it tested. I had 24.50 as the potential bear level to go short. Wow, came 24.55, 5 cents below that. So you wouldn't have gotten sucked in unless you were intraday trading within the range for the day. So pretty much a nice bull trade there. Let's look at PLTR. They did have a new contract that came out, skyrocketed up over 16, up $1.16, and then came back down right down to that level. You can see that this is pretty cool. Maybe I'll do a video just on visible volume range profile so you guys can see how to use it, or at least how I use it to profit, because it's all about helping each other, right? Okay, Coinbase did have the SEC lawsuit yesterday, had a nice retracement off of the wick yesterday, end of day, excuse me, early morning, and today just a little drop down from 52.40, 70 cents potential short trade right there, but we're hanging out in the middle. I would say this, I wouldn't touch this for the rest of the day unless it goes above 53.60, or I would move this down here and I'd say if it goes below 52.06 right there. All right, PACW, the bank that was bought out, nice little squeeze here happening. This one, I'd watch for this to come up and likely test over here at 906. In my opinion, this has still 36 cents potential move before we see a stall on it. Does have a nice cup and handle motion. So if we look at that 302 up to the rim line of 773, we're going to see $3.71. So potentially up to 1140 over here. 1140 would put us right up here in this congestion zone. So it looks like we could potentially have that move. When we look at Tesla as well, let's go to Tesla on the daily chart. Tesla is also in a cup and handle move. You see, cup, no, over here, right here, cup to right here. So low of the rim, 153.80 to 189, right? So I'm not going to do this in my head. 189 minus 153, 36. So we add 36 to 186 plus 186, 222. Yep, we made that cup and handle run. Now we are also in an upward trend. So this could have legs all the way up here to 280. We also have this cup and handle, right? So we did break above, depth down here of 105 to 215, 105 points. So we've broken out up above that, right? We could see this going up to 310. We could see that happening here in this upward channel. Might not happen until middle of July, but I think there's more potential for this to move up. We are testing the midline of this upward trend at the moment. All right. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Hold on. Let's go and share this on Twitter. If you guys also like the live stream, you like what you see, you'd like to join me in the mornings at 8:15, come on and sign up as a member. So let me share this on Twitter so that we can help some others as well. Let me log in. Sorry, I might have to mute it. Okay, here, I bet you I can share it right here. And share, boom. I don't even have to. So we are talking Tesla, we are talking, we're gonna talk about Google today too. I would put Google on watch. I also teach at thedarkpools.com in the training pit. We did get an interesting one on Google today, so definitely want to talk about Google. Keep that one on watch. I think we're likely gonna see a bigger move on gold as well. So let's put this here. AAT. We're gonna look at Roblox as well, and Microsoft. All right, there we go. Shared that. So let's, hopefully everyone's joining us. All right, so we did do Pack W. Let's look at Wayfair today. Wayfair had a big run to the upside, had a short potential below 50. Well, we dropped just barely below it, but we did hit the 161 and the 200 exponential moving average on the 5-minute chart. And I want to tell you, I tweaked my exponential moving average from a 33 to a 28. The 28 I find is even better than the 33. And this, I got to give a shout out to Gary, the numbers guy, talking about 28 is the number of money. And let me tell you, it is working with the 28 exponential moving average. Look at how it just reversed right here off of the 28 exponential. Crazy, right? All right, let's look at Roblox. So Roblox over here had a potential for a long or a short. Crazy wiki candle today. If it broke up above yesterday's candle or below the low of this consolidation here, not much of a trade yet. Doesn't mean that it won't move end of the day. So still leave alerts on. You could use these price points as an alert level for you to see, hey, if it goes above 41.40, likely potential move up. If it goes below 39.20, likely move down. All right, let's remember, these are my opinion. I am not a professional advisor, so please do your due diligence. Remember risk management, all that good stuff. Microsoft today had a nice short below 331.60. Nice move down. Look at that, 5 points off of that level. Look at how they sold just above it. Do you see that? They sold just above it. That's why this is so awesome. Yeah, I'll check Play and Snow once I get done with the list. You got it. All right, let's look at UMFI, or United Natural Foods. So we have resistance right here. This might be a nice little short squeeze. 58.4 million right here, might just move up to 24.11. However, we are breaking out up above this high right here. Does show a bit of resistance at 23. So if you were to get in here, you might want to take partial profit at 23. We also have Shell today. Shell gap down and a nice retracement move here up to the 8 EMA and the 161. We did have oil numbers that came in better than expected. Always check your announcements, a negative 0.5 million barrel draw instead of 1.2 million barrel surplus potentially has to do with the OPEC reduction of 1 million barrels a day. It would have been 1.5 million in surplus. So they sort of fudged it around. When do they ever do that, right? Never. All right. So DT Dynatrace, waiting for it to load here. Maybe they don't like that I'm doing a live stream. Still showing shell, but Dynatrace's logo. Come on, 5071. Okay, so it did pull down further. Just wanted to reload here. That's fine, reload. Hey, David, good to see you. All right, let's look at DT and then we'll look at AAT, that beast mode. All right, so DT had a nice short below 51.40. You can see came down to support from yesterday pre-market, 50.60. Right now, the big selling was up at 52.63. Bigger picture, for today, we are below the moving averages. Point of resistance would be 51.40. We move it forward. Did they buy down here? Okay, looks like potentially if it breaks above 50.80, potential move up to 51.24 for the point of control for the charts there. All right, let's look at AAT as well. So I've been watching, yesterday I was watching Kohl's. I called it out as well yesterday, but in the trading room. So Kohl's, here's the thing. When we have the ex-dividend, right, the people that are short overnight on an ex-dividend night have to pay the dividend because they don't own the stock, so they're liable for that dividend. So yesterday, we had this nice resistance break on Kohl's above 20.88. If you go back, I did tweet this out on Twitter. Today as well, I did tweet that, hey, AAT, should this break 1988, looks like a good potential move to the upside. And if we break 2021, which is the high from right here, hold on, over one more day, right here, 2021, 20, we had 3 days of tests at 20 right here. Today is the fourth day, less sellers and more buyers. And it is also a bank one that was heavily beaten down, much like PACW. Lower float to PACW, it has 47 million in the float. This could even squeeze higher in my opinion, potentially up to 22.87. Those shorts that hold overnight are going to be liable for the dividend of 33 cents. So I've been tracking this and I'm like, oh, this is interesting, right? If it's ex-dividend today and people are buying it to hold it for the dividend, there's this nice potential run. So, I don't know, check it out, see if it works for you. Look for the charts though. The chart setups have to look right? You have to see that it's going to potentially squeeze. All right, let's look at play and snow for Troy. If you guys have any other charts you want to check out, please let me know. So Dave & Buster's play had earnings last night. Purchasing at point of control, 33.56. We fast forward to this morning. The point of control, did you take some profit, Troy? It looks like they sold up at 42.05. If it were to drop below 40.73, I would say bye-bye. Thank you so much for those profits. I am done. However, it's bouncing right now. So this is where the most volume has been traded since 5:15 this morning, right? Is at 42.05. Now, do I say short this? No. I would not, in my opinion, short a long and strong earnings stock. However, if I'd been in this on a day trade, I would say, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to lock it, or I'm going to do a trailing stop down here at 40.68. So I do 60 cents. Uh-oh, somebody's selling it now after I just said that. Look at this, right? So that's my thought process on that. And let's check out snow. Short from 42.20. Nice. All right, snow Looks like the big point of control is down here at 175.46, but we are below that, right? They were selling on the way down. So how low can she go? Maybe it's going to go down to 173 or all the way down here, 172, right? Maybe it's going to continue on down further, but I would use 175.40 as my stop if I was short, because if it were to go above that, likely a squeeze up in that direction. Right now it's below, so I would say, hey, they were dropping it, they were selling, they were selling, they were selling. They could be continuing to sell. If we were to see this flip and then move up above it, that would indicate to me that they're closing their position and they're buying. All right. Any other stocks you guys would like to check out? Let's look at the dollar. Let's put this on a 24-hour chart over here. And let's check out the dollar. I did put on a GAN fan. I found this very interesting in that it was really respecting this blue line right here. I can get rid of this one. Let's save that. All right, so came down, bounced right here off of this 1-to-1 to 2-to-1, came down. We have other trend lines as well that are functioning. Tesla feels like it's bouncing on resistance. Good short. Well, let's look at it, David. Are you talking about long-term or short-term? Right now, it's pretty much a bull. I'm in this. I've been in this since down here at 175.06. I'm looking for this to continue to move up right over here. I think that there's more potential. Could it pull back? Yeah. If it were to pull back, maybe $15. However, with the market being fairly strong, we're a bit sideways right now. I would say that it could pull back, like I said, down to 212.50 area, and then potential. Short term, let's go into the shorter term right here. 5-minute chart. Here's our point of control, and it's above it. So I would say, hey, if it goes above 229.80 or below 227.20. But it did bounce off of the 161. That tends to be fairly strong. So, now it's testing the 28 exponential. So let's say it could go short down below 227 is where I would look potentially to short. Right now, I wouldn't touch it because it's sort of in between. These blue lines are going to be where the majority of volume has been traded for the day. So it's in the churn mode, the chop salad, the traffic box in New York City. I wouldn't touch it. All right? That's my opinion on it. All right, let's look at, you know what, David? Right now, I would say, in my opinion, ride the waves up. Like I've been riding Tesla up. I was in Apple, I got out, I'm kicking myself for it. Google is one to watch, right? We had bigger volume and we are below. So let's look at this on the big picture, right? We are below the bigger volume on Google at 126.21. All right, I'm going to share this with you guys. So I do follow the dark pools, right? You guys know I follow the dark pools. We trade around the dark pools. And 126, what did I say, 21? 21, yeah, 126.21. So let's just go in here and adjust it. 126.21. So this is, hey, we have now gone back down. We have gone below, super bearish engulfing. Maybe this is going to continue down to 122.50. Maybe we're going to go all the way down to 118. Not sure if there's any news. Okay, 38 minutes ago, Twilio, Google Cloud Expand partnership to add generative AI to Twilio products. So this is dropping. What about Twilio? Is that dropping or increasing? That's decreasing too. People taking profits off of this news, right? So I'd watch Google, 126.21, and Amazon here. Let's see Amazon. I'm thinking Amazon, we might see Bigger move down. We've got a bit of an H, came and moving down. Similar to Google, right? Let's check out some of the other QQQ stocks. Let's go here. Since it seems like we've got Microsoft down, Amazon down, Nvidia not so bad, Google's down, Meta down as well. This is showing more strength than Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. However, maybe we're going to see this come all the way back down to 260. Ooh, they're really starting. Is there news? Like, did somebody just sell? Oh, and we have some bigger. I'd like to help you guys, right? So we have a bigger one over here for $27.50 right here. Just came up, right? So if we stay below, potential bigger move down. Correct, David. There's definitely movement. And if you guys look at, I tend to find that the Barron's cover will tend to tell you where to look for the week, right? So we go here, magazine archives, open a new tab, ding. All right, let's get rid of this. How artificial intelligence will change investing. Let's look at the AI sector. Perils of shadow banks. Regulators don't have a clear view into half of the world's financial assets. What could go wrong? And we see what looks like the Fed sort of laid to rest, dark shadow, right? What's going on behind the scenes of the banks? We've seen that a lot of countries have been backing their currencies with gold. A lot of banks have been buying gold. Let's see, banks buying gold. So how could somebody potentially hedge against a US dollar collapse? Well, maybe you buy metals. We're seeing that in 2022, central bank gold demand was the highest on record. Look at this. Central banks purchased 1,136 tons of gold, 70 billion, and demand in 2023 is expected to slow with projections estimated at 50 billion. We also have the Basel requirements, or Basel bank requirements, Investopedia. Here we go. So we have the different bank requirements. Check it out, Investopedia. Here, you know what? Let me put this, copy. Let's go here. I'll just put it in the chat. I'm sorry if we get feedback really quickly. There we go. Got it. All right, there we go. So there is that article about Investopedia. Here is the one about banks, if you guys want to read them. In my opinion, owning precious metals is not a bad idea. I personally think that we are likely going to see that the banks and currencies around the world are going to go gold backed. So let's look at gold on the chart as well. Let's look at the gold futures right here. So gold futures down a bit today, right? Let's make this big over here. All right, 24 hours, right? This is the gold futures contract, continuous contract. You can see this is where it moves forward right here. And right now we are below, it looks like it's in a bit of a bearish momentum. We had support over here around, well, we did have big buying down here, 1845, then they sold some. So what I like to do is I will scroll to where that point is right there. Okay, so they bought down here and then they sold some more. So are they going to keep this support? So I would watch 1961, add an alert, crossing, cool, awesome, thanks. Okay, so I'm gonna see if it drops below 1964. Otherwise, they might come in and they might buy some more down here. Let's also look at silver. Silver, the most heavily suppressed metal, which Jamie Dimon agreed to. And right now we are right at that point of control, 23.69. Silver during the bank crisis moved up more than gold. Let's put this side by side right here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Let's put GC over here. All right, let's split this up. Let's make this over here. All right, so let's do this. So we want from, this is March 8th, excuse me. Hey, look, we happen to hit the 161, 200 exponential, and our big move up was 15%. Okay, let's check out silver, right? Go here, oh my goodness, silver moved up 31%. Which one would you prefer to own? One that's gonna move up half as much? Yeah, dollar-wise, okay, you went from 18.13 to 20.85, but your percentage growth with silver was a bit more, right? It was quite a bit more, double, right? In the same amount of time. So when you're looking at hedging, in my opinion, silver is a great hedge should the US dollar drop. What happens when the US dollar drops? Commodities become more expensive. And down below in the description section, I do have a link where if you use Amazon, you could buy some from a reputable buyer on Amazon and get it within 24 hours potentially, right? So my thoughts, David, in where we're going with the market, when we look at the broad market view, right? We've got the SPY over here. SPY is moving up. We are testing a resistance area right here, in my opinion. Usually, majority of the time, we see the big moves of the market happen between Monday afternoon and Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Could they be using this time period right here of this area, just right here, to lay a position to short? Yeah. Could they have it melt up? Okay, maybe it's gonna come up and hit this resistance over here, right? Maybe we're gonna have it hit right over there. And then it's going to come back down, and we're gonna come back down to this 28, down to 417. Right now, in my opinion, going long and strong, the SPY is a bit risky because I would prefer to enter closer to this 28 exponential. Yes, we're close to the 4. Yes, we're not that far away from the 8, but we've had sideways action. I have no idea what that noise was. Pretty cool, but no idea what the noise is. So, very cool. I don't know. Awesome. Thank you if somebody just sent me something. And I don't know. It was the first time. Okay. So, looking at this, risk-wise, entry would have been better right here to get in because we had this big run. Even when it cleared here, pulled back, and then the surge up. Okay, well, looks like it's ready for a potential pullback down to 424. However, it might not happen until tomorrow or Friday. Here's another question for you. How do we know that Biden signing the bill actually funded the US? What proof do we have? Maybe on a payroll day, like a Friday. So all of a sudden it was supposed to be June 1st. Then they pushed it to June 5th. And was a Streamlab coffee donation. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. And so right now, I feel like that ball drop, the rug pull, might come out tomorrow or Friday because we need to see the proof, right? Yeah, okay, everything on the news is great. Your reality is really what you see in front of you. How much have they told us in the past 3 years on the news that people question, right? So, trade the chart, right? We are below a bigger print. Maybe if it closes below 426.50, if I was potentially buying a put, I might buy a 424 for Friday, or even next Wednesday, maybe. Give it a bit more time if it closes below here. If it closes above 428.80, maybe up here. But to me, it's riskier entering because we are at the upper bounds where we've been testing. Oh, it comes so close. Oh, it comes so close. And that's about so close, right? And we trade sideways for a little bit, and then there's a move down. So ever since Biden signed, there's been no more discussion about the Treasury and the funding. But where's the proof? It's like the show me the beef. I was watching Pixels last night. Awesome movie. Check it out. It's a fun one. About video games and a war on the world. It's pretty cool. Exactly, David. That is so right. That's all right. All right. Any other questions that you guys have? I'm going to head out for a run. Maybe outside. Depends on the air quality because it's pretty bad up here. Otherwise at the gym. But do you guys have any questions? Any other charts you'd like to check out? That is my macro view. I also like to look at this 33 day. You know what? You know what I might try? Oh, this is a new one. I'm going to try something new because I just put on that 28 exponential. Let's try a 28 day. Whew, maybe that's a new trick, a new secret. Let's look at it. Let's look at it together. 28 day. No, it came down really below. I like the 33 day better. So the 33 day, it did come down below, but that 33 acts as a support level. So this one is all the way down at 385. So I would look at that and go, well, hey, maybe if it corrects, maybe it's come down to 385. And oh my goodness, look, that is pretty much the low of this channel. That'd be an awesome place. You could sell some puts down there. Or calls, sell some calls, buy them back. Potentially. Again, my opinion, just looking at the chart, looking at studying how it tends to bounce off of a major drawdown. So, hey, maybe if it pulls back to 385. Let's look at it on Tesla. Let's see how well that works on Tesla. Oh, look, we're above Tesla. Yep, potential run up there. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your day. Carpe profit, seize this profit.